Are you wasting money by advertising on your own branded terms or even cannibalizing your own organic growth? Maybe. My name is Noah Wickham. I'm VP of Sales and Marketing here at My Amazon Guy, and I was recently talking to a seller and they were asking this exact question. They wanted to know if it even made sense for them to advertise their branded terms because they didn't know whether or not that was just going to cannibalize their own organic growth. And I get this question pretty often because people don't understand how Amazon ads specifically works with branded terms and if it will show multiple products. And the answer is it won't. So I have this example where we have Ducky Doorstopper. This is a brand that sells, as you can imagine, door stoppers. And so you can see here, first and foremost, they have a sponsored brand video. This appears at the top of the search, followed by their organic listing right here that people can click on. One of their competitors advertising on this, they are then advertising on this, and then that competitor again, but with a different variation. So you can actually see we essentially have two of the same product and then two of the same product and then another version of that product. And so you might be thinking, well, somebody's already essentially looking for Ducky Doorstopper, right? And so if they're going to purchase something, they're probably just going to click this first one that pops up that is Ducky because this is, essentially the brand that they are searching for and then purchase it. And that's not necessarily always the case. I think this is where a lot of people think that Amazon ads is not worth it for branded terms because people are going to purchase your product regardless if they're looking for your product. And that's just not how Amazon works and how customers work at the end of the day. So if you're a huge name brand, you're the Tide Pods of the world, right? People are specifically looking for Tide Pods. It's a huge name brand. They're going to search Tide Pods. And at some point in time, they're going to find and see Tide, the little logo there, click it and buy it. If you are not a Tide Pods brand, though, you have a lot more competition. You likely are selling a product that doesn't have a ton of brand loyalty. And I typically have the volume for this. If your brand has less than 2,500 search volume from a branded search term perspective every single month, you don't have a lot of that brand loyalty. And therefore, you are going to be competing. And so when we're looking at ads, it's not a waste necessarily to have this ad here or this ad here, because the way you need to look at it is not in the sense that you're now paying for your own branded clicks in these sections. What you are actually paying for is keeping other competitors out of the market. So you can see with this one and with this one, they would, if we stopped advertising from a sponsored product perspective on this specific keyword and our product was not listed here, yes, we would still show up right here, but we may not. Instead, this might get overtaken by another sponsored product. This might get overtaken by another sponsored product. And now we essentially would have 4 different products of varying degree. Could be one of the ones down here, either this one or it could be this one and this one, right? Any of these could take over these positions, right? And when that happens, you lose sales. Simple as that. And the reason that people think that they're cannibalizing from their organic with any branded search terms of theirs, they think that there is a brand loyalty. And don't get me wrong, there is. When people are searching for some products, they're definitely going to search out this specific brand that they're buying, but not everyone is. And so it's very crucial whenever somebody is searching for anything that is a brand of yours, if you don't have a ton of brand search volume and you don't have a lot of brand loyalty, you need to make sure that you are consistently showing up first and foremost in front of everybody. And so when you have a very undifferentiated product such as this, I think is the best way to put it, right? These two products do likely varying degrees of the same exact thing that the customer is trying to solve. They're trying to find a door stopper. Now, Duckies may be better overall from an aspect of how sticky it is, how long it lasts, how well it stops the door. But then you also see this one is for $8 and this one's for, $10. This one's 11, right? And these are things that can sway customers who don't have brand loyalty. And so asking the question to yourself, if you're cannibalizing your organic, the answer is no. It's that with how Amazon search is set up, there's always going to be, with keywords, somebody who is in that rank 1 position. And especially for your own branded terms, it's very important that you show up first and foremost because, yes, you're going to have an extremely high conversion rate on your own branded terms. But if you're not advertising on your own branded terms, you're going to have competitors who are advertising on them because they want to try and take your market share and try and take any of those customers who are showing up. So the question remains, should you or shouldn't you take away any of your brand share? My personal opinion, no, you shouldn't. I think that you're not cannibalizing your organic growth. All you're doing is protecting your own branded terms. You can't over index at the end of the day on your own brand. And if you think you can, you're likely not thinking far enough ahead in the sense of what will happen the second that you stop any of that advertising. So, next time you are looking over your PPC campaigns, check out your own branded terms. Make sure you are advertising. Again, we consider these to be self targeting, defensive campaigns. They're not for the aspect of trying to grow your organic. You're not trying to grow a new term. You're trying to keep away and bat away all of those competitors that otherwise would be advertising against them.